Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the queen of truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are right facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie. Best YouTube channel, JPU. One fast, check JPU. One true, check to deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice. Watch how you dissect the political scene. Clean information, no in between. We salute your hustle, your passion, your might. JPU shining light on the darkest night. Don't make them distract you, stay firm and true. You all of Jamaica, big up you. We love you. Best YouTube channel, JPU. One fast, check JPU. One true, check who deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice.
Beats him as in horns echo.
Hello guys, good night. Welcome to another episode of Jamaica Politics Uncovered. Guys, tonight we're going to be talking about the mayors of Jamaica. We're going to be talking about the job description for the mayors, what they're responsible for, and what are their performances like. I got requests, to talk about this, and really and truly, we would like to know, what these mayors are doing in their individual job capacities. So if you are joining this channel for the first time, guys, welcome. Make sure you are subscribed. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. Guys, if you could just hit the like button when you come in and share this live with somebody, I would appreciate it. So we are going to be talking about both JLP and PNP mayors, as you can see. And I'm going to open up the phone line in a little while after talking about the job descriptions. And I'm going to let you guys have a say. If you want to comment on your mayor, whether he's doing a good job or not so good job, I would like to hear it. And I'm sure that the people here would like to hear it too. So, is the moderator here yet? Good night, moderator. Thank you for joining. Good night. Everybody, good night. If they're not performing, they must just go home and let people that's qualified and ready to do their job work. I absolutely agree with that. So, let us look at the Jamaican mayor's job description. Hope you guys had a good day today and saw the live that I did earlier. So the Jamaican mayor is the political head and spokesperson for their local municipal corporation, chairing council meetings and guiding local policy, legislation, and development initiatives. Their responsibilities include spearheading development plans, managing infrastructure projects like roads and public facilities, coordinating interagency collaboration, overseeing budget-related committees, and performing ceremonial and civic duties. The mayor ensures alignment with municipal goals, fosters good working relationships within the council, and represents the municipality to the public and other governmental bodies. Where council leadership is concerned, the mayor leads the corporation council, chair council meetings, and provides guidance unexpected conduct to councillors. The policy direction is that they play a role in shaping policy direction, overseeing the establishment of council's agenda, and ensuring strategies aligned with the municipal goals. Spearheading development, they are responsible for leading initiatives for orderly, balanced, and sustainable development within the parish. They oversee the management and maintenance of essential public infrastructure such as parochial roads, water supplies, parks, and transportation centers. So we have a pretty good idea of what they're responsible for. There are other individual responsibilities. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so the responsibilities, there are a few other responsibilities not mentioned, but you guys pretty much get the gist of what I am saying. Now, take for example the flooding that we see in Kingston yesterday or a couple of days ago. But this is not the first time, and this is not the only time that we have seen this kind of thing, you know? Little rainfall, gully come down, place flood out, and them something. It's not even a hurricane, you know, and you will see that kind of thing. So, talk the truth, guys, in the chat. Wanna feel like say the mayors them across Jamaica are in certain parts of Jamaica. Wanna think that they're doing a good job? Or is this just a position thing for some of them or all of them? And I would hope that no matter where you are from or no matter who your mayor is, if they are not doing a good job, it's time to tell them. I have heard some horrible things about some of the mayors, and you know, I've even seen pictures and videos of some capitals. And this is one of the reasons why I brought this program tonight, is because people have been sending stuff and complaining, saying that, listen, them people ever call themselves mayor, them need to leave because they're not doing anything. People are more interested in the politics of it than they are about serving the people. So now that we know the job description of the mayors, people in the chat here so far are mostly saying no. I think it's position. It's a position thing for some of them. Central Manchester mayor not doing a good job. You know what? Let me just go ahead and open up the phone lines right now. Tell us where you're calling from and talk to us about some of the issues that you see in your community or where you are, where you think say the mayor or mayors are responsible for and them not carrying out them job. Somebody say, Cindy says, from the day Desmond McKenzie stopped being a mayor, that was the end of mayorship in Jamaica. He's the only mayor that ever worked. That is a shame and disgrace. That is a real shame. So this is an indictment on all the mayors across Jamaica. Is that what you're saying? The vendors have taken over the sidewalk and nobody called them? Leighton Smith, Mayorsville Division. He is the councillor and he has never been active from his party was in power until now, but he still win. This is crazy. Guys, the phone line is open. You can contact us on WhatsApp if you want to join the discussion. The parochial roads, a lot of time we hear people are complain, and a lot of people don't even know who responsible for what or what the job description of some of these politicians are. They don't know what the job description for the mayors are, and everything come down upon the MPs. And the MPs, them not tell them, say, look here, this is what we are responsible for, and this is what we're not responsible for. And that's why our friend Siobhan, who says he's going to start a channel to help people understand the politics and what the different responsibilities are for the politicians. I think that's a good idea because that will help people to better understand how the politics work, you know. But I don't know how these people keep winning. They're doing a horrible job. Cause people call and tell me. I think it's time to start charging people too to stop throwing their garbages in the gullies, especially old fridges, stove, etc., making the process much harder. Of course, absolutely. Sometimes when storm come or when rain fall hard, guys, and you look past some of the gully them and look past some of the sitting them and come out of the gully, it really and truly have to make you wonder, what are these people doing? If them not have no pride in a them surroundings and how them dump them garbage, and if they're even aware that the way they dump their garbage, when flooding and them something they come, all of that will be brought back to the surface. But what really are these mayors doing? Scotty that you're looking at here, Scotty has been campaigning for seat and them something there. The same thing with the mayor, Donovan Mitchell. Everybody's jockeying for a different position. Nobody now mind the people them business. These are the things that I am hearing from the people. What about this mayor here? Is there anybody, Mr. Maraj, is there anybody who is from this constituency? Let me see the comment here. Mayor of Mandeville is doing a great job. Is that so? No, come in our chat, come tell no lie over here, say, CJ. Cause the first me I hear that. If he was good, he could not win Rhoda. CJ, not talk in the chat when I go so. Remember, we're about truth over here. Moderator, Kingston and St. Andrew, what do you think about your mayor? Sorry, there. My favorite. Okay. Thank you for the information. Success, the municipality, but the government also do major work. They're fixing some of the major ones in St. Andrew. That's good. Moderator, Kingston and St. Andrew. I know that this mayor has only been there for maybe 6 months. When you're coming out of the airport in Kingston, you see him face put up big and bright. Yes, Mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew. But what is his quality of work? What is he doing? Good evening, Keith. Guys, hit the like button when you're coming, please. Missy people all say them house flood out. Out a Mountain View. People are saying them need help because they have debris and garbage in their homes from the flood. People lose them vehicle. I'm sure that insurance companies right now, they're having to deal with the losses, repair of these vehicles. That was a pretty bad flood. Good night, everybody who's just joining. Well, I guess it is safe to say that the mayors, them, it's not even just about auditing and financial oversight at these different corporations, but I think, these people, just like how the government can hold them MPs accountable who now perform, and you run election pan them or whatever, and who the people them pick stay and who for go. I feel so the same thing for happen with the mayor them. I don't know who's gonna do it, but I think that they should definitely look into whether they're doing their jobs, Give them job description, and if them not doing them job, them should go. The roads in Hertfordshire are very dirty in the mornings. I wonder why. Where you are building these new complexes, where is the draining plan? Michelle, you're the second person me hear talk about that. So with all the high-rise buildings and everything in Kingston, that some of the issues with the drainage, they're not addressed. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. My son's car was caught up in the flooding yesterday. It was the black Honda Civic. I'm sorry to hear that. One month a car miss a washway. Some of the mayors use the money to buy votes instead of doing the required job. Major audit and oversight should be done. That way there's money to do the people's business. This is terrible. Good night, Mark. Welcome. Good night, Diane. There's a particular road I pass every day in corporate area with cars parked on the sidewalk, nowhere to walk, and to have wall in RDS. Shouldn't there be a phone number that you can call to report this action? Please note that most of those mayors were seeking to be MPs, Their municipalities are under investigation. It is my opinion that they wanted to win, then hide behind parliamentary posts. That is interesting. Silver Fox, I hope she feels better soon. Once they're not working, just find someone who's willing to work. Slackness MP and mayor. Pure corruption. Buildings are passed and not even parking. I fully agree with you. There should be accountability and job description. If no one is holding these people accountable, then the job will never get done. It's ridiculous to me that if a mayor is there not doing the job, the people have to wait until election time. People them need to start protest on them. KSAMC mayor has been in office for over 1.5 years. He's all about playing politics. Don't forget that there is still an investigation going on in the use of taxpayers' money to pay for PNP campaign. So the person now who would be responsible for auditing and oversight at these municipalities, that would be just the auditor, right? The sellers on the street nasty too. All when them, but you know what? There has to be fines in place that will be enforced by the municipality. That means that when you have the vendor them come there and the people them who are not abiding by the rule, then you fine them. If you have to kick them out of the market or wherever they are, then you do that. But if nobody not enforce nothing at the municipal corporation, then them not gonna enforce nothing upon the people them where dirt up the place and so. Spanish Town is under investigation. And some of them investigation, it take all years. So yes, there's an email address, but you'll have better luck by sending a WhatsApp. Send a message on WhatsApp. There's the WhatsApp phone number. Them want audit themselves. The engineers and civil engineers that are doing the construction with our roads and bridges, why can't they get it right? I am so annoyed when there is heavy rains because of the continuous flooding. Is it just the engineering problem though? Or is it a combination of issues? But if they're not working as a mayor, tell me now, why would they be trying to be MP? That's a darn good question. I can't think of a performing mayor in Jamaica. The whole of them are criminals as far as I'm concerned. Wow. They should have internal auditor, but the AG also audits them. Okay, thank you. The mayor of Jamaica should go to prison. That man is a criminal. Which man you talking? The same scrutiny that we put the MPs them under. I think the same should be applied to the mayors who are not doing their job. Me not really hear nobody. I mean, this is probably the first time, even with mainstream media and everything, you don't really hear them a question these people. When time them political party win or anything like that, you see them come out and make statements, these mayors. But aside from commenting publicly on the politics, you don't hear nothing from them. You don't hear them commenting on anything what to do with serving the people. The only time you hear from these mayors is when them political party win something or when them defend them political party. At the only time when you tell me if I lie, me I tell. The politics of a change. Especially where this is concerned. Tina, yeah, I saw. I think it was Trinidad and Tobago I saw. Was it? I think. Where flooding happened. What has happened to the investigation into the activities of the KSAMC and the St. Catherine? We don't know. I guess we'll have to wait a few more years to see. And even when the findings come back, say, wrongs done, not a thing are going to happen. That's the other thing too. Savlamar Mayor not doing nothing for years now in Westmoreland. Me know. Them only come out, come comment The only time you hear from them are when they comment on politics or when you hear them a fight in there among themselves. Not a thing to do with the people them and the people them business. Good night, Jamaica for life. Jamaican for life. Thank you for joining and enjoying the content. We have no rubbish bins downtown. The new Kingston mayor took out the bins from King Street and just put parking spaces. It's a nightmare with garbage. I've always wondered, why is it that when time it come on to cleanliness, when you look along the tourist resorts, you see everything is there to facilitate cleanliness. Whether it be public restrooms, whether it be, nice big garbage cans. But when you go where the average Jamaican people them there, hardly ever, in some cases. Mr. Vernon in Montego Bay is working real hard from he got office. I heard that. I did. And he's been in the media a lot lately. There's no such mayor of Jamaica, only for city and town. I don't know who said that. I think there are 14 mayors in Jamaica. They need to keep the towns clean. Most of the mayors are cheerleaders. I see, guys. I don't know if one realizes, but you see, a lot of the times, the incompetence of these mayors. I wonder if you know, say, the MP them suffer for it. Because things what them supposed to do and it don't get done. The people them blame their MP. Allow me to tell. Local government is one big waste of time and money. But it doesn't have to be that way though. Accountability is so important. I think mayors are too free to do whatever they want with the funds they get. When you look at some parishes, roads, drainage, and garbage collection, little or nothing is happening. This must change. Thank you, Prudence, for that comment. 13 mayors. Spanish Town and Downtown are a disgrace. Are the political parties them enable them something to, Yes, I think they enable it. That's where it all begins. And, I asked a question today and I tagged Diane Jackson Miller upon it. Since she has YouTube channel. When you look on the situation with Isaac Buchanan, they know. I wonder if you know, say, a person can commit homicide. A person can molest picnic and go do them time, convicted and go do them time and come out and come sit down in the parliament. But how do you stop that from happening? Because in my opinion, that should not happen. The parliament is the highest office, right? And you gotta have boundaries. But how do you stop that from happening? It starts with the political parties, them, because they're supposed to have rules according to who represent them and who them sent to parliament. That's how it's supposed to be. So anybody with them take up, if you go run for position or for represent, it is their job to make sure that, it's going to be people who, now I'm talking about with the mayors, it's supposed to be people who can come and do a good job. The laziness in our politics and collecting taxpayer money for not doing work, I think we should start looking seriously at that. The roads in downtown Kingston need to be labeled, especially at the intersections. Thank you for that information, full disclosure. How do you allow a pedophile to sit in the parliament? Nothing can stop them, and that's what I try to say. If somebody who is a pedophile convicted and do them time, and if a political party, whether JLP or PNP, if the political party allow that person to run on their ticket and they win, there's nothing that can stop them. You understand? So this is where the politics gone to now. Anything goes. Did you listen to Mark Golding's opening address in Parliament? No, I have not. What happened? Who is on the PNP Integrity Committee? Boy, Jaddy, me no know. Mark Golding and Peter Bunting, them break every protocol, When it comes on to tradition and our politics, them break every protocol. And yes, I believe that with the PNP, them will make all murderer come and pedophile come represent them party and put them in a parliament. That's the precedent that they're setting. And they believe that as long as people do their time, I guess that's what they're saying, is that once somebody does their time, no matter the crime, once they're convicted and them do them time, them can represent them party. That's the precedent that the PNP has set. So the politics has changed, guys, big time. It's the same thing the Republican Party do in America, with Trump, with 34 convictions, Same thing. And I have been likening the PNP to the Republican Party of Jamaica for years, and Golding and Trump are the same thing. Total disregard for what is traditional and what is right. I strongly believe that if mayors are not performing, they should be booted from office. What purpose if they are only taking taxpayers' money and nothing else? Too much slackness in our politics. Yeah. There's nothing more disgusting than when you see people come in, sit down and collect taxpayers' money and them not doing anything. It is so wrong. Mark Golding couldn't look at the camera. He was struggling to speak. He was like a child. You mean at the opening statement in Parliament? Representative politics should demand the highest level of integrity. Yes, so you know what? I guess after reading your comments, looking at the description, I passed through Lucy Town just a couple of days ago. I mean, it was a lot crowded than I thought it would be. But, too clean for true. Too clean. But what I was going to say is, based on you guys' response here and the job description of what mayors are supposed to be doing, and when we look at some of the things happening, it is my opinion, and I'm sure that you guys share this too, there's a serious change that needs to happen. These people cannot continue having access to money, to taxpayers' money, continue to collect a salary for doing nothing. It is high time that the people who are in charge to look into the job description and performance of these mayors, as well as the places that they are supposed to be representing and in charge of, right? Measure their performance, have people go check and see if them are do their work, make them have to report about their work, watch what them are do with the taxpayers' money. What is wrong with you know? People who supposed to look out for the Jamaican people them and making sure so they may work. The average people them in a Jamaica can't lie down in a them bed and make easy money, for doing nothing. There needs to be more accountability. And I hope that the powers that be will hear this tonight over here and take some serious steps, because if there's oversight and if there's audit, the people them will have their resources. They will have clean cities. They will have, all the things that they're responsible for. And if them did it time after time and term after term and not doing anything, this is crazy. Child of God, good night. I am shocked to know you were at the Prime Minister's swearing-in ceremony and I did not see you. I was closer to the front row seating. Okay, it was crowded there. A lot of people who were there said, wow, I didn't know that you were there. I didn't see you, You only have so much time to interact with everybody. You can't compare the PNP party with the Republican Party. The Republican Party is a party of morals. The PNP party is comparable to the Democratic Party LGBTQ agenda. You got that one wrong. Well, Sean, you are looking at a specific issue of LGBT. I was not talking about that, Sean. I'm talking about the complete disregard for the traditions of these political parties and what the leaders, the Golding and Trump, did to these parties and how they disrupted the order of the party, turn them into a cult. That's what I'm referring to. I'm not referring to people's sexuality and them thing there. We can have the conversation about morals about these parties, but that's not what I was making reference to. It's their responsibility to clean the drains and gullies, especially now we're in the hurricane season. Desmond McKenzie said they got money to do it. But did Desmond McKenzie spoke more forcefully? Because me hear the argument about money, but Desmond never really come out strong and say to the country, we did what we were supposed to do. Who is it that's challenging us and whether we did what we were supposed to do where money is concerned? I didn't hear that. Can you please ask the mayor of Kingston and St. Andrew to label the roads, especially in downtown Kingston? Hopefully they will hear. Thank you for disclosure. All right, guys, this is it for tonight. Let us catch up again Monday. Yeah. Make sure that you share this video, guys, so that the powers that be, they can hear and, there can be some changes where the mayors of Jamaica are concerned, because they're really there to serve the Jamaican people. And it makes absolutely no sense to me that they have access to money, of them might get a salary and everything else, and them not doing any work, right? So I thank you for joining. Please to give this live a thumbs up, and we'll talk again soon. Thank you. Have a good night, moderator, and everybody else.
Yo, JPU, Jamaica politics uncovered. This one for the queen of truth, Natalie. Natalie, you are one of the best. No test, JPU channel, pass the truth quest. Them are hide facts, you tear down the wall. Bringing info to the people, big up for all. From parliament floor to country lane, JPU show the game. No stain. We love you, Natalie. Best YouTube channel, JPU, one fast. Check JPU, one true, check to deliver for you. Come check the channel, people them voice. Watch how you dissect the political scene. Clean information, no in between. We salute your hustle, your passion, your might. JPU shining light on the darkest night. Don't make them distract you, stay firm and true. You all of Jamaica, big up you, we love you. Best YouTube channel, JPU, one fast. Check JPU, one true, check put the liver for you.